So Brooks, did you know we had an historic weekend on our hands? There were
What happened this
four blocked kicks. That's it.
Gosh, if only they could just block out all my damn problems.
I know. Well, we got a lot to talk about from this last weekend, so let's jump into it.
Welcome to the greatest podcast on earth, Nothing Agreed. We have a great show for you tonight, so stay tuned and buckle up.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Nothing Agreed. Back with the boys. Today, week 3 is finally wrapped up and put under the tree of Christmas. That's not until 3 months, but wrapped up. Baron, how are you doing on this fine day today?
Thankful.
Gosh, I hate you. Well, week 3 is full in wraps. All 32 teams now have a record of 0-3, 1-2, 2-1, or 3-0. Shall we just jump right into it? Do you have any opening remarks? All I'm going to say is the Packers sold my survivor, one of my 2 survivors. Fucking bullshit.
We'll get into it. Let's jump right into it, though. Bengals Vikings. As we said on this show, Carson Wentz is going to step in and produce. Kevin O'Connell, the QB whisperer, he spoke again. I think he has like the greatest win percentage with ginger QBs in NFL history. I don't know. Now it raises the question, Brooks. I think that I presented last week. Who do you when JJ McCarthy comes back?
Let's give it some time. Okay, give it some time. It's the Bengals defense. Okay, give it some time. But I remember former Eagles defensive back Isaiah Rodgers having a game.
That is also true.
The first ever perfect PFF grade. Howie Roseman is trash at his job.
Okay. 2 former Eagles were cooking up the Bengals on Sunday. I think, is it safe to say Joe Burrow's out for 3 months? Is the Bengals season over?
Man, they're 2-1. You cannot say their season's over yet. It's just one bad game.
Yeah, but they did not look good. Let's move right ahead. Steelers-Patriots.
My dog of the day, which I'm going to say it again, and I'll say it over and over again. They should have won that football game. The fact they had 3 turnovers inside the 5-yard line, 5 in total, it was some horse shit, dog. Mm-hmm. It was some horse shit. I have 2 games in the bag right now. I should have 2 games in the bag. BS after.
Not what you'd expect from a Mike Vrabel coach team. Steelers squeeze out an easy one there, and they're still alive in their division.
Oh yeah, easily. Are they not winning? They're tied with the division.
They're tied with the Bengals.
So yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that division finishes out, though, with the Ravens looking how they play offensively, but we'll get to that.
Hey, and they got an international game this week.
That's true. They're going to Dublin to play the Minnesota Vikings. Or not yet. Yeah.
Carson Wentz red hand power for the win in Ireland.
Let's go. Next, we have Colts-Titans. Not much to really talk about here. Colts continue to impress. Indiana Jones.
Titans got B2A. As they usually do.
Yeah.
Texans play them next week. Survivor pick ?
We'll see what happens. I kind of like the Texans.
0-3.
I kind of like the Titans. All right. Next we have Texans Jaguars.
Whew, that was a game. Okay, I have a little rant right here.
Mm-hmm.
There was 1:40 left in that game. It's first and goal at like the 8 or the 9, but a long first and goal. Okay? The Texans have 2 timeouts, 1:40 left. Tie ball game. And the first running play, they let Travis Etienne walk. Like, they literally backed off and let him go into the end zone, like, purposefully. It makes no sense to me because let's say you stop them. You get a field goal. Let's say you have a minute left with no timeouts, get a field goal with Kymie Fairbairn, who, although he missed a 53-yarder, 54-yarder, still one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history and still has a good leg, or are you trusting your offense to go the entire field instead? It makes zero sense to me. At worst, it's a minute left, you're down 3, and you need 30 yards. Now they put it 1:40 left, down 7, and you have to drive the whole field, and your offense has 1 touchdown all game. Makes no sense. No sense.
Yeah, I can't really speak on this game. This was not on my quad box, so I didn't really get to see what happened. But
No sense.
I know the Texans are struggling. CJ Stroud has not been playing well, and the internet is starting to turn on him. Brooks, he's on fraud watch. Maybe his rookie season was a fluke. Well, let's move on. Sorry in advance. Falcons Panthers. One of the shocks of the weekend. The Panthers put up a 30 bomb unanswered on the Falcons. First shutout of the season. Am I right? Yeah. He doesn't really want to talk about it. Michael Penix still got some growing pains. Oh, okay.
All I'm saying is when I came on this podcast, I said the Panthers have a legitimate shot at winning this football game. They beat the Falcons, and you go, no, the Panthers are the worst team in the NFL. They're never going to be the Falcons. I'm telling you right now, I understand this team. I understand it. I get it now. I'm a lethal shooter. I understand it now. So,
all right. Well,
that's all I can say.
Yeah, Panthers looked good for once this season. So there's a bright spot. As you know, I was big on them coming to the offseason, but they look like utter garbage the first 2 weeks. So I'm glad to see
they're second in the division right now.
Exactly.
So
I'm glad to see that they found their footing. So yeah, it's just a terrible division. Leading it is the winners of our next game, Buccaneers and the Jets. Now, that was a close game. That was a kind of exciting game.
Should not have been a close.
It should not. You're right. It should not have been a close game.
We got GIF of the week with Aaron Glenn after the blocked field goal.
The week, brother. That's gonna go down in the histoy books. That's already an all of time.
You never know. It's a week to week thing. You can never predict the future. But that was a GIF and a half right there with them dancing.
That'll be used for years.
The Jets have shown life in 2 out of 3 of their games, and I think in the so far Aaron Glenn, although he's winless, he's at least competed with 2 teams that are 2-1 and 3-0. So good for them. Good for them. But yeah, Baker Mayfield's they've done something that no other team has done in the last 80 years or something like that. So,
but those Buccaneers are depleted. Lots of injuries. They're getting hit with that injury bug pretty hard, and they have Philadelphia next week. So. But it's at Tampa Bay, so that'll be going good for them. This was my dog of the day, Raiders Commanders.
Only chance it was a shot was when it was 17-10, 14-10.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Told you, Commanders are going to do something with that little Mariota boy. He ran all up and down that field.
Yeah, I thought the Raiders would be able to contain him, but that defense, that whole team's a fraud. Geno Smith, you need to retire.
Let it 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I know, but he got outplayed by Marcus Mariota.
His defense gave up. See, this is why quarterback arguments are so stupid. His defense gave up 40 points. What are we doing?
Yeah.
He put up 24. That's a good 20. Drew Brees said if the Saints put up 24 a game, they're going to the Super Bowl. So 24 is a good number.
He also did not. He threw for 289 yards.
That's basically 300, buddy.
Let's calm down. I mean, yeah, but let's not sit here and act like the Commanders' defense is something to write home about this season.
But it's 40 points. The other team
I know. I'm not saying that his defense didn't let him down, but regardless.
All right.
Whatever. Let's move on. You're just gonna get even more upset. Rams Eagles.
Oh, should I be the one that breaks the news, or should you be the one that breaks the news and apologizes?
Apologize for what? It was the worst offensive half I've ever seen under Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts.
Okay. This guy turned the TV off. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I switched. Did not turn the TV off. I switched the game to another game.
Okay, you know what I mean. Turned the Eagles game off. Okay, and stopped watching. It was halftime.
It was not halftime.
It was probably earlier than that.
No, it was after the lost fumble, and then they ran it in for a touchdown. In the opening drive.
There you go. All I'm going to say is I sat through the entire 30-0, and I look forward to watching my team each week, and they suck. This guy has a Super Bowl winning team, a Super Bowl caliber team, 3-0, probably the NFC favorites, and he's turning off the TV after basically one half. and I can't do it. I can't do it. I would dream to have a team like that. I would dream.
Well, me and there's me and a lot of other Eagles fans included thought the game was over after that. Offense showed no life, having 30 yards of offense through that time period. Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was over. The only reason we won is because Big Daddy Jalen Hurts walked over to the offensive coordinator, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, "Hey, bud, you're done. I got it from here." And he and Nick Sirianni took over, and then our offense showed life. I mean, Kevin Patullo's terrible. I mean, that was the worst first half of offense I've ever seen the Eagles play in my life. That was probably worse than that 2020 year. I mean, how do you have a team that consists of A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert was back, Jalen Hurts, that amazing offensive line, granted Lane Johnson went down, but still, and you have 30 yards of offense. It was horrendous play calling. He had the ball on our own 12-yard line, and he ran 3 straight running plays. Why would I continue to want to watch that? I just want to sit there and watch my team run until we lose the game. No, I didn't know that they were going to tell him he's done calling plays. I'm glad they did because we came back and won. And did we deserve to win that game? Absolutely not. The only reason we won that game is because we blocked 2 field goals. And thanks to our amazing defensive linemen, Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, that's why we won the game. And Jalen Hurts and our offense. That without that dog shit offensive coordinator. Oh my God. But the Rams, let's talk about them. Yeah, their defense, it's a pretty bad collapse, honestly. You're up 26 points. And you let that happen. That's not good. Matthew Stafford, he had a pretty good first half, but
they went up 26.
Yeah, we scored 26 unanswered points. Sorry. Yeah. They were up what? 19. You were up 19. You had a 19-point lead like halfway through the third quarter, and you lost. Good job.
A 19-point lead at the start of the third quarter, basically after the first drive. And
by the time we scored, I guess it was pretty fast. Okay, fine. Yeah. 5 minutes into the third quarter.
Off with basically halfway to go. So
regardless.
Just saying, playoffs in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. And Super Bowl in 2024. Also won a Super Bowl in 2017. When you guys won the Super Bowl, right? Think about that. You guys have won the first Super Bowl more recently than my team has made the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. That's all I need to say.
I mean,
end of story. Next game.
Everyone knows Falcons fans have a miserable experience.
Yeah, but you live a good experience and you complain.
Yeah. So my team was playing like dog shit. I didn't want to watch it.
I'm like a kid that you see on a commercial that needs water, and you are living with hella water, and you're complaining. Like, you have first world problems. I have worse problems.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not apologizing for that. Another big game of the season, Packers-Browns. That was a shocker. The Browns squeaked it out. Oh, man, I really wanted to take them a dog of the day. I was feeling it, but I did not. But like I said, that defensive line had Jordan Love in hell all game. He did not have a good game. And, they kind of squeaked it out there at the end as well. That was a pretty amazing finish.
Yeah, good field goal block. I mean, I think Josh Jacobs fumbled the ball, but they called it not a fumble, and then they blocked the field goal. Jordan Love did that interception on his own 20 on a 3rd and 2 with 3 minutes left. All you have to do is just not throw an interception, and you punt the ball 60 yards away. It makes no sense, dog. Just come on, guys. So, yeah, that was one of my 2 survivors. It's knocked out now. Kill me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shocker for everyone. But, yeah. How are we feeling about the Packers moving forward?
Still feel confident, but they played the number 1 defense.
Yeah.
And their defense gave them 13 points. It just needs to be better offensively.
And I would really argue they only, besides the last-minute crumble, they played really well that entire game. So
their defense did, and that's what they needed to do against the Browns offense that is not electric. So
exactly. Yeah. You just got to work on those late-game situations.
And
but
let's move
move on to those. Let's move on to those 4:00 games, starting with Broncos-Chargers. It's pretty Pretty good game.
Them Boltmen are 3-0, baby. Them Boltmen
Yeah.
are 3-0.
Yeah.
Hey, the Broncos are 1-2. But what I've learned, okay, is they're a little bit weird team because their one wins against the Titans, and that was a struggle. Their 2 losses are to game-winning field goals. So on the road. So tough ways to lose, but they're still a solid football team. I know they got the Bengals on Monday night this coming week.
Yeah.
Still a solid football team. And it's. I think they're going to pick up some wins.
Yeah, I mean, they got Bengals next week. Then they got to travel to Philadelphia. Then they got to go to London to play the Jets. Then they got the Giants, Cowboys, Texans, Raiders, Chiefs. All of those are winnable games.
Those are all winnable games.
Commanders winnable. Raiders are winnable. Packers, we'll see.
Tough.
Broncos, that's winnable. Chiefs, winnable. And then rematch with the Chargers in Week 18. So we'll see if that game matters.
Did they play before the Chiefs?
Jaguars.
Okay, sorry. You said Broncos. And I was like, Broncos are playing the Broncos. Little scrimmage game?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
My fault. Just going through the thing.
Oh, gee.
But, yeah. So, yeah, they got a little bit of a rough schedule at the start, feels like. So it should probably start to even out for them. But the Chargers, Justin Herbert's been on fire this season. Yeah, looks good. The running game, we know Najee Harris got hurt, but Amari Hampton had
a good game.
Yeah.
Herbert did not have a great game until that Keenan Allen touchdown kind of helped him a little bit. But
yes, statistically,
they did what they needed to do.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done these 3 weeks. Did what they need to do, get the win, move on.
Yeah. So they got who they have next week. They have
the Giants.
Oh. So yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute here as well. But next, we don't really need to spend much time on this game. Seahawks Saints. It was kind of a blowout. Saints were never really in it. So
yep. That's it. Saints. We'll see how they got the Bills next week.
We'll see who they draft first overall. No, this was a pretty good game. 49ers Cardinals.
Good game. Yes. Prayers towards James Conner. That was a nasty looking injury.
Mm-hmm.
But the Niners are 3-0, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
The Niners are currently winning
their
the
division.
They stand alone in first place. Interesting. Who have they played? The Cardinals, the Saints, and who they play week 2?
They played the Saints week 2. They played the Seahawks week 1.
The Seahawks week 1, they won on the road. I'm saying they've had some close games, but they get the job done. That's all you ask for. For me, Mac Jones, all he has to do is kind of not lose every game that he starts now. I know Purdy might come back this week. I don't think so. I think he'll play next week. But yeah, if Mac Jones can make this 3-1 or 4-0, well, if he can make it 4-0, it'd be a great start.
Well, that's the thing about the 49ers is they do have the easiest schedule in the league. I mean, they already have – I'd say the 2 hardest games of their season are their in-division games against the Rams. Sorry, and maybe the Buccaneers, but they play them in 3 weeks, so we'll see how healthy the Buccaneers are. Because if they're depleted, I mean, the 49ers are pretty depleted as well. But so, yeah, we'll see what that matchup looks like. But they got Jaguars next week, so we'll even see how that game goes if Trevor Lawrence and them can figure it out. But then they go to the Rams, Buccaneers, host the Falcons, then Texans, Giants, Rams again, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Colts. If the Colts are still on fire, that's a Monday Night Football game. That might be a good game. Bears, Seahawks again. So that's not a very tough schedule if you ask me. So it's definitely good for them to win these games early because talent-wise, they are certainly not the best in their division. I would still say that's the Rams, despite their their blown lead this weekend. So, yeah, but we'll monitor that division moving forward. Mac Jones seems to have stepped in and picked up right where Brock Purdy left off. So, yeah, he's playing right. He's fitting right into that Shanahan system. Another blowout of the weekend. Bears beat the crap out of the Cowboys. Seemed to be the Bears coming out game.
Hey, I said it. I said it on this podcast. I said Bears are going to win that game, and I said that the Cowboys, it won't be that much of – not like a competition, but I said it won't be a close game. I had a feeling this would be the game. If there's a team to come back on, it's the Cowboys.
Was it 14-14 going into halftime?
I don't. Was it?
Let me
Was
see.
it tied going into half?
I don't want to. I'm gonna see.
It
Hold
was
on.
24. It was 24-14 going into
Okay.
half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I don't. I was like, I'd say I swear it was a little more, but 24-14 going into half. Boom, get the job done. 31-14, hold them shut out in the second half.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
Caleb Williams played great. 298 yards, 4 touchdowns, 19 for 28. DeAndre Swift, he was fine. The run game needs to be a little bit better if they want to be more competitive. But Luther Burden, come out game. He was sitting on my bench, so that's kind of unfortunate. But 3 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown off that play action. All 3 of their big receivers got a touchdown, Rome Odunze and DJ Moore. So we'll see if the Bears can continue this success moving forward. Cowboys, we'll see. Pairs up for CeeDee Lamb. We'll see if he comes back this season. Honestly, you think? Didn't it
it's a 4-week injury.
Oh,
Why would he
okay.
not?
I didn't see they announced it. My bad.
It's a high ankle sprain.
Oh,
4 to 6 weeks.
It looked worse than that. I thought that might have. Yeah, I thought that could have been it. But yeah, it's okay. He'll come back this season, but we'll see what they can do without him. They did not seem to do anything without him after he left the game, and their defense is terrible. So, yeah. Sunday Night Football.
Should we just speak about it now?
Well,
Jackson Dart taking over the reins.
Yeah, because we were planning on recording this episode yesterday, and the first thing I was gonna say about this game was, if I'm the Giants, I can't start Russell Wilson next game.
I agree. And we said it again. I don't want to say we know what we're talking about, but on the pod, it was, this is gonna be the Russell Wilson of week 1, not week 2. He's playing a Chiefs defense like Spag, who's going to throw a lot of stuff at him. And this is not the same Russ as the prime, and we know that. And Jackson Dart should be the guy sooner rather than later. He had a game like week 1. He gets dropped. Jackson Dart comes in, and it was just not a good game from Russ. Not a good game from Russ, and I expected it with a Spag defense.
And he's clearly lost the fan base as well.
Yes. Now, Jackson Dart can be a good quarterback. If you look at the Giants' schedule, next 5 games, Chargers, I would say that's a tough defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. That's going to be a hard debut.
At New Orleans. That one, again, New Orleans, not a great team, but in New Orleans is a little tougher. Both games the Saints played in New Orleans, it was a 1-score game, and they made it a close game.
Okay.
Then he's got the Eagles.
That's a home
That's
game.
not fun.
That's a home game, though. That's true. Okay, fine.
I know he has another hard defense. I'm trying to remember exactly. The Broncos. He has the Broncos. And then he has the Eagles again. In Philly. Mm-hmm. So I think that is a tough stretch to give your rookie quarterback in New York, out of all places for pressure, a chance to go. I say it's pretty tough. So we'll see how he does. But
yeah, I'd say the one thing he's got going for him is that if he just needs to kind of show the flashes, I think. Like, they're not expecting him to lead them to the promised land now. Like, they know this team's bad, at least offensively. Yeah. But that's the thing. This Giants defense, and we saw it for a lot of that game yesterday. I mean, I think that's why it was so frustrating for Giants fans to have to watch Russell Wilson play. It was because that was a close game for a lot of it. I'm not going to say for most of it, but for a good chunk of that game, it was close. It was definitely within winnable distance for the Giants, and I would honestly say Russ was probably the reason they didn't win. And yeah, that's kind of goes back to the point. Like, yeah, I don't think if you're the GM or the coach, you can be like, yeah. Like, you even saw Brian Daboll say post-game, like, yeah, I would have booed that performance too. Like, after I think he said that, that's when it was like, yeah, we can't go forward with him. And, yeah, that defense is good. Like, I've said it in the preseason. I said it weeks 1 and 2. Like, this defense is going to win the Giants games, and it very well could have won them the game last night if we saw maybe week 2 of Russ, or maybe they wanted to see if Jackson Dart could do something, or maybe just throw in Jameis Winston. You know he's safe and reliable. You might throw an interception, but you might trust your defense to go get the ball back for you. But yeah, Chiefs get their first win of the season. Feeling a little bit better about going forward, but you look at their next few games, Ravens next week. That's at home. Then they get a little bit of a break, but they have to go to Jacksonville. They should probably win that though.
On a Monday night, but
Yeah, so they get a little bit of a extra day as well. But then they got to host the Lions, and Lions look good this season. And then a few weeks later, they go up to Buffalo to play the Bills. And then they host the undefeated right now, as of now. Oh no, then they host the Chiefs. They go to the Broncos. I thought we were looking at the Broncos schedule again.
yeah.
They go to Denver to play the Broncos. Then they host the Colts. Then they get a couple of breaks, Cowboys, Texans. But then they host the Chargers, who they've already lost to this season.
They play tough teams, but again, the weapons are going to come back.
It's true.
They have a win on the board. Okay, I think next week they play the Ravens.
Yeah, it's next
and that
week.
pushes one of the teams to 1-3. And I think that is a much bigger of a panic button if you're the Ravens than you are the Chiefs. That's all I'll say. But let's indulge into the Monday Night Football game.
Mm-hmm.
Lions, after a struggling week 1. Week 2 and week 3, it is a dance party in the end zone with multiple players. The offense is back. They beat the Ravens in Baltimore M&T Bank Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lions back.
Oh, yeah. I would say Eagles, Lions, and Packers are the 3 best teams in the NFC right now. I would say the Rams are probably right there at 4. And probably either Vikings or Buccaneers right there at 5th.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah. And then maybe – or the Commanders with Jane Daniels back.
And if you're the Ravens, are you freaking out?
Their defense just isn't good. That corner, kind of like the Eagles, that corner 2 spot is bad. It's being filled by an old, washed-up player who's not good anymore.
Really? Okay. Wow. So would you say you would take the secondary of the Eagles over the secondary of the Ravens?
Well, they're probably the Ravens still. They have better safeties. But
you
still,
like Reed Blankenship? I thought Reed Blankenship was that guy.
I like Reed Blankenship, but let's not pretend he's better than what's his name, number 14. Why am I Kyle Hamilton? Yeah. So yeah, let's calm down now. But Derrick Henry, that was one of the big storylines from this game. He had another crucial late fumble in the game that gave the Lions the ball back and that would allow them to score and go up. So, and he did not see the field much after that. Obviously, they were in passing situations, so they weren't going to use him. How much longer of his career do you think is there?
For who?
Derrick Henry.
He's still not a bad running back.
I know.
But again, it's his running back position. I was thinking about this last night. I said, I think next year is the year where it's kind of his final.
I can see that.
Final Derrick Henry year, I think, is gonna be next year.
I mean, we have to wait. We have to wait and see how this season pans out. Like if these fumbles become more consistent, then we'll see what the Ravens want to do with him. I mean,
the Lions, man.
He's not that expensive.
The Lions just they did what they need to, got the win. I'm still scared about that team come playoff time right now, though. Still a little scared. The Lions, still a little scared. Good win for them. Still a little scared when it comes to playoff time. But they're in the NFC, not the AFC. The Ravens, no panic button yet. Panic button if they lose to the Chiefs. Panic button, you go to 1-3. You can say your 3 losses are to Kansas City, Buffalo, and Detroit. But then the reason I panic button that is although those are 3 good
playoff
teams.
Yeah, no, this to me this Ravens team looks to be just the same. This is not going to be a team that goes to the AFC Championship.
Lamar is the Drew Brees of our generation.
Yeah, can't get it done. At least Drew Brees won one.
True, but Lamar does a lot, and that team does not help him as much as he puts in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks to be. I know about a guy who's kind of in a similar situation in the NBA, but we won't talk about that right now. So yeah, we'll see about the Ravens moving forward. Like you said,
we can talk about Trae Young in another episode.
We're not talking about Trae Young right now. He's been to a conference championship.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll see what the Ravens happens to them. people I forgot the defensive coordinator's name, something but talking about
Yep.
his seat's getting hot. I mean, that's two late game crumbles that you've had against good teams, like you said, Detroit and Buffalo. And yeah, I think that defense and Derrick Henry is the big storyline out of here. But yeah, that's about it. Anything else in the NFL that you want to talk about? We got a little bit of time if you want.
Ready for the next episode. Next episode, we're gonna dive in and indulge on this week, and I have some takes on that too.
Oh yeah.
So.
There's nothing really to talk about from the earlier slate. We kind of bruised through some of these games. How do we feel about the Steelers going forward?
They're 2-1. I still think they're a fringe playoff team now. I mean, that 2-1 record, kind of 2-1 record. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. How long are the Colts gonna keep this success up, you think?
I forgot who they play next week. Who do they play next week?
Let's take a look.
They play the Rams. They're losing that game.
Oh, okay.
They play the Rams. They're losing that game.
It isn't. Yeah, it's in LA. But then they host the Raiders and then host the Cardinals.
I could see them losing to the Raiders for some reason.
Okay. Then they got to go back to LA to play the Chargers.
That's a tough game. They have tough games coming up.
Then they host the Titans. Then they go to Pittsburgh. Then they go to Berlin. There you go. play your Birds.
Yep.
Then they go to Kansas City, host the Texans, go to Jacksonville, go to Seattle, host the Niners, host the Jags, and then go to Houston. So yeah, I think they can make the playoffs.
They can make the playoffs. 3-0 start as well. Good start.
Anything else you want to add? I'm trying to think. I think there's like one more. Oh, yeah. Who would you say is going to have the first overall pick after this week?
The Saints.
Okay. That's fair.
What do you think?
I'd probably say the Saints, but at this point, if Jackson Dart folds under pressure, I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants have it.
The Saints are a bad football team.
Yeah, they're so bad. But they have all these close games, so that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, whatever.
Nah, they just don't get it done.
That's true.
And that'll be another episode of Nothing Agreed. What do y'all think about this slate? What do you think about Jackson Dart and the number 1 overall pick? Is that going to happen? Thank you so much for listening, and peace.